CME family, brother Robert, sorry. My phone, something is wrong with my phone. I can't, there is no way to unlock, there is a software problem. I was outside with another brother from Germany. He was in Tanzania, he was in Uganda. He's now here in Angola. And even to reach him, it was not easy because he came with his motorbike to visit me. And it was almost, I ran from one place to another to find his motorbike, and he was waiting for me. And in Yazwil, I found him. But now, please, I have sent you here the link, Yaya and Elder Robert. Please click on the link, and then you will pop up directly in this live. I hope you are there. I am 5 minutes late because I can't write to you. I can't send you anything. There is a link. Please click on the link, Brother Robert. And I will also, after, if you come in, then I will go to my room because my mother is here on the phone. Do someone have Brother Robert's number so that he can contact him and tell him that we are live? CME family. And he was here 3 minutes ago. If someone has Brother Robert's number, please contact him because I have a software problem. I have a software problem. Okay, so normally I have to send him the link, but it won't work because of the software problem. Is there someone that have Brother Robert's number? If someone has the Elder Manzambi Zola's number, Manzambi Zola also can tell him to come online. Yes, we are all doing well. Thank you, Brother Ilunga. I'm waiting for Brother Robert. Today is his day. My software won't work. So I send it a link here, a direct link, so that he can come into the show from here on if he click on it. He was online 3 minutes ago, or he is. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Hallelujah.
Right.
Yeah, Robert.
It took a bit of maneuvering.
You look amazing.
I can hear everything you're saying, but I couldn't see you. Yeah.
Yes, I can even hear my voice as well. Do you have me on your phone online or somewhere else? I can even hear my voice as well. Do you have me on your phone?
Let me do this. Hold on.
Hear my voice as well.
Wait. Let me do this. Hold on. That's which cam. There's one cam that I need to take off. Hold on. That's which cam.
There's something wrong here from your side.
There's one cam that I need to take off. I know what it is. It's the second camera. Let me just pull it off. Just
take your time and then come again. Okay, brothers and sisters. My name is Mikhael Massa, Kimbo Natanzambe Mazulu. We have today the Elder Robert here. We're going to talk about the 12th tribe of Israel a little bit. We're going to talk a little bit about Africa itself. I want to begin. Yes, brothers and sisters, according to the prophecies of our forefathers, Africa will be the new utopia. Africa will be the next America. If we see how Europe and all the other countries today are struggling with the coronavirus, we have to know that these are the beginning of the sorrows. But it is not the end of the world, it's just the beginning. We have to know that there will come a financial crisis. And after this financial crisis, people will have, after this 2021, up to 2000, uh, um, 35, okay, Europe won't, be strong again. They have different kinds of problems, like the dollar have over years, the dollar have different kinds of problems. It has no value no more. It is like, if we say that this bottle here cost this bottle here cost, like, let's say $1, but the dollar is not strong enough to buy the bottle, because dollar is only paper, right? It's like, you need now, for a bottle like this, not $1 no more, but you will need $5 for it, which means they will produce more dollars, so that the value of $1 stays. The dollar, American people, they have done a lot of mistakes. They have produced so much money, but with this money that they have produced, they can't buy nothing no more. This is the place where Africa comes and will be lifted up. What will going on? I will explain. Brothers and sisters, if Europe or America wants to become great again, they have to finish China. And this is World War III. I think this won't happen so far. What's going on? All these people, China, Greece, Europe, they concentrate themselves now on Africa, Tanzania, Uganda, Ghana, Nigeria, especially these places where we have coltan, okay, where we have diamonds. In China at the moment, they have roads. These roads are with minerals, diamond minerals. There is nothing that can break these roads. Roads. They will have pipelines, ways from Senegal, or from Senegal up to Congo, past through Southern Africa. This cars or plans that this trains or whatever that will fly on the air, it will drive 350 kilometers per hour. Okay, why? Because we have the material. Mercedes-Benz, Porsche, and all of them, they will say, before I do business in Europe or in America, why shouldn't I go to Africa? Because I have the minerals already there. This is where Congo and all these places, Uganda, Tanzania, because especially in these places, they have a lot of minerals. This is where I said to people in Nigeria and Ghana, they have to come, we have to come together, because this is the hour. What is the difference between going to Tanzania or going to Uganda? The thing is, they have worked with white people over years, which means if you come with your income, $30,000, $40,000, for you it seems a lot, but then you have a Chinese before in front of you, then you have another Muzungu in front of you. They will say, "You want this land? Give me $50,000." You will be like, "It's all of my money." And this is the good thing about Congo. This is the good thing about Angola. This is the good thing about Gabon, because there it is not developed, and we have a lot of things to give. Okay? We have a lot. We have even more to give, and for less money. Okay? This is where you will have this big trucks going from Angola to Cameroon, from Cameroon up to the to western part of Africa. Then you have Namibia to southern part of Africa, Tanzania, Uganda, and all these areas. Okay, and Africa will be great. Okay, why? Because all the nations, all these Gentiles, the next move will be to come over to Africa. Because in Europe, it will be like, if you want to buy something, internet. computer. Who are you? You know, what is your name? You know, this is the next move because economy will go down. It's like Europe will be a touristic place. Have you ever been in France? Wow, let's go to France. It will be a touristic. Have you ever been in I? Hey, have you ever been in Switzerland? You know, because if they want to come free, they have to go to war against China, Russia. The Europeans, they have promised the Chinese. The Europeans have promised the Chinese to, uh, you know, to bring economy, like an economy, and with cheap prices. There was a time China was the place that people could, with low money, they could invest. They could go to China and produce different kinds of things. I have my wife's iPhone and my iPhone. My wife's iPhone, it's older. It's made in China. My iPhone is new. It's made in California. Thanks Trump. Thanks to Trump. Which means that the Europeans, they say, no, we do not want anything from China no more. But therefore, they have to spend more money for more production, right? And China was cheaper at this time. And China itself say, no, there's a street where they used to do businesses long time ago. They call it the Seidenstraße. Seidenstraße. Let me go to the translator very fast. Seidenstraße. This is for the business people, yeah? We are waiting for brother, the elder, Seidenstraße. There's no translation for that.
Seidenstraße.
So
Seidenstraße.
Seidenstraße, okay? And I don't know if this is the right word. Seidenstraße. Europeans have done over years. Chinese, they have a Seidenstraße. This is the business street. Now they are going to Morocco, Egypt. This is now the way they want to pass. That's why there's a war that can come out in Egypt there because of businesses. Because Chinese say, what do we want with Europeans? They have nothing. We're going directly to Africa. And this is the problem that you are seeing now here in this world, brothers and sisters. Everything goes to Africa. Everything. And we have 10 years, yeah, for you to come over and to do something. After this 10 years, you will have no place, you will have no chance, you will have nothing where you can invest. Okay, yeah, Robert, are you there?
I'm here.
Okay, I'm going now to my room. So I'm going out to my room and then we can start. Do you want to do your video like this? I don't know what your problem is.
Could you see me?
No. Why do you go with online with StreamYard? No, with what is this?
Oh, it's an automatic software on my.
No, my brother. You have a normal computer. You just click on the link, okay?
I got another computer. Yeah.
And that's it. You do not have to do anything but clicking on the link. You do not have to go to another software to enter this conversation here.
All right, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go to a next computer. Right.
Or take your mobile phone. Take your mobile phone, click on the link. That's it.
Okay.
Or take your mobile phone.
All right.
Take your mobile phone, click on the link. That's it. Okay. Maybe I can continue telling our people some more. All right. But it depends on you now because I don't know where the problem is. Okay. Maybe I can continue telling our people some more. But it depends on you now because I don't know. So I will take you out. Okay. Just do your best. So now, next thing was exactly, okay, so they will build pipelines. They will come with you know, everything what they have produced in Europe. All the companies will come to Africa, not to China. Please, not to China. They will come to Africa. They will build streets that will connect all Africa together. Okay, here it is. Okay, Elder. You are muted. You are unmuted. But we can't hear you. I think our brother Elder Robert needs support. He needs a good computer. He have 5 computers there, and no one of them will work. I can't hear you, my dear. Do you have a mobile phone? It looks like this. Can you show me the mobile phone? Does it work with this? You just have to click on this link with your mobile phone or even with a tablet, and then you pop directly out because you have a camera. Go with your mobile phone. It's your day, brother. I just went from another conversation to having a brother. Yes, with your phone. I will take you off here, and now try to come in with your phone. Okay, Africa, right? No, brothers and sisters, even if these people steal from us, because they steal from us, right? But in the end of the day, they will always invest. They will always invest because you can't now, Europe is done. Europe is done. They can't go back to that what they were what they was before. And the other thing, they want to kill the elder people. The elder people can't walk no more. The elder people can't walk no more for less money. For less money. It's like they want someone that work for them for less money. Like I said, it's $1. So someone have to work for $5. Who will do this? Black African people. This is how Africa becomes the next China, China the next America, but no for short time. And then, bam! You will see we kick these people out. They want control. They can't control. And these people will work for us. What they will do now, if you have the papers ready, if you have everything ready, like for my case, I'm in Angola, right? In Angola, there's Angola, Rwanda. Paper things, even if Angola is not developed and blah 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 in certain places, paper things. It's not like if you go to Congo. In Congo, you want to have a business today. You just go. You say, I want this house. You buy the house. You say you want to sell your phones. Okay, someone will come. You just go to we can call it Mirex. You just write. They will write one day, and you have your business done. You can start selling your phones. No one will come to check if your house is secured for fire. No one will come to check if you pay the government. Okay, that's why many people. Your house is secured for fire. Brother Robert, is this the phone?
Yeah. I'm closing out you. This is better now.
Yes, it's very good.
Yeah, there's my phone, eh?
Yes, brother Robert. See me.
Yeah,
How are you doing?
you see, what was happening? Well, I'm good, I'm good. What was happening is that because I got these computers with different software, as soon as I log into anything, it picks it up because it wants to run the software. Sorry about that. So this is good now. Excellent.
Nice to meet you. Nice to have you here in the Bantu channel. People
Thank
are already
you.
waiting
Thank
for
you.
you.
Nice meeting with you too. Mhm.
You have been here before,
Uh yeah, I listen to your shows very often, very often.
but you have been here before as well, live, I think.
I wouldn't be surprised. I
Yeah,
wouldn't be surprised.
I think if yeah, Jonathan was online and you as well.
Yes. Oh yes, yes, yes. I remember
But
that.
now you come with new knowledge and new things that will
Oh, I tell
inspire
you.
us.
Sometimes it's scary, you know.
Mm.
Sometimes it's very scary. When
Things
you
can change
go
very fast.
when you go before the Most High and then you ask him questions and then he respond, then you ask yourself, did I just do that? Because I say I
Yeah.
want to know. You know, one day I went and I said, I want to know. How is it that these people are able to deceive us for this long time?
Mm.
And he said, you want to know? And I'm looking around the room. I know it's me alone up here. I say, yes. And he said, okay. So read Genesis chapter 13, verse number 1. I say, I know Genesis 13:1. Now, in
Oh,
that time, you
what?
don't realize when you're responding like that, you're not aware that you're actually talking to yourself. You think that you're talking to somebody. And then I repeated Genesis 13 out of my head, that Abraham took Sarah and Lot, his nephew, and all that they had, and they journeyed into the south. And then he said again, read Genesis 13:1. I said, but I know it. So now I decide that it's something I ain't saying right. Let me go and get the Bible now because I'm calling it out of my head. So I go to the Bible now and I'm reading Genesis 13:1. And I'm reading, and Abraham took Sarah, his wife, and Lot, and all that they had, and journeyed into the south. I said, no, this just come inside this book. Somebody just write this one here because he can't leave Egypt and go south and end up in the north. That's where we were told. And I said, somebody just put this in the book. So I'm looking at the book now, I'm turning it, and you know what's going to happen? I'm going to come to this library and I'm going to pull out all of them Bibles now because I want to see which Bible is going to tell me that Abraham went north.
There are
And
many.
lo and behold, I found one. The New Living Translation
There are many.
said that Abraham went north into the
Exactly.
Negev. I said, oh, so Abraham went north in this one and Abraham went south in that one. So now
Yeah.
the research is going to start. And I said,
Mm.
once you do that to me, I will never sleep again until I find that.
Yes.
And then I go and I begin to dig and dig and dig. And it's the lie that the people have told to us.
Mm.
So in Genesis chapter 12, Abraham was in the location that he was before the famine took place, and he came down to Egypt. And
Mm.
after he was put out of Egypt in Genesis chapter 13, verse 1, he
Mm.
went back to where he was in Genesis chapter 12, the land of Canaan. And that place is south of Egypt. So now I get the map out. So if east, west, north, and south is the same on the map, then it can't be, I can't get this wrong. So I put the map out there now. I said, let's do it again. Abraham left Egypt with Sarah and Lot and all that
Alan,
they had, and
go
they
ahead.
journeyed south. South is as far south as far as South Africa. That is the only direction going south. I said, how on earth did we get into the north? How did we end up in the Negev? How did we end up in the Levant, in the Arab lands? And it's from there I began to search, and I found every single place, every single place. All of them is in sub-Saharan Africa. Then I broke the word sub-Saharan Africa. So what is sub-Saharan Africa? Sub-Saharan Africa is the land below the Sahara Desert, or Sarah's deserted land. So I'm doing this thing, and it's like a voice guiding me through this whole process. And as soon as I want to find something on a map, whether it be Google Map, New Map, or the ancient maps, it's just popping up in front of me. It's kind of scary. So last night, 2 nights ago, I plotted out the journey of the children of Jacob from Ramses. They left Ramses. 600,000 men. That means they had over 600,000 wives. That's over 1 million already. They had children for each of them. So at least if each one of them got 4 children, that is 600,000 times 4. So it's about 3 million people. And what did the Bible say? And they journeyed from Ramses to Sukkot. Sukkot? Where is Sukkot? Sukkot is in the Sudan. So they came along the Nile into the Sudan. I said, well, no, this is going to be so lovely. Once they get to the Sudan, let's see what they did. Read in the book of Numbers, chapter 13. Chapter 33. They went from Sukkot, they came to Mara, all in the Sudan, and then they came to Fort Jabbok. Now Jabbok, the Arabs call it Rabuk. So when they get to Jabbok, they turn and go to West Africa. So why are they going to West Africa? They went to the land of Abraham's father, Terah. The land of Terah is behind Burkina Faso on Google Map.
Hallelujah.
It's sitting there, the land of Terah. So they came home to Abraham's land. Imagine you coming out of bondage, the pain, the pressure. And as you come now to the Sudan, and you know where you are. So they turn and go to Abraham's land, Abraham's father's land, Terah. And when they got there, in Numbers chapter 13, Moses is now out, and Moses get them and bring them to Piran. Where is Piran? Piran is just behind, just to the east of the back of Nigeria. Piran, Mount Piran. I got all of them on the map, right? So he tell them now, he said, 12 of you, I want you to go and spy out the land. Genesis chapter 13. And then he says to them, get thee up from Piran southward. He's talking like that in the Bible. Get thee up from Piran southward. They straight to South Africa. So I say, yeah, this is lovely. This is lovely. This is lovely. So this is what did just 2 nights ago. So let's see the land that he was in. He was in the land of Gad and Reuben. That's the land that was given to Gad and Reuben. Is it Central Republic of the Central African Republic? There's something like that. The country be above. If you're going to Egypt, the country above Congo is which country?
Sudan.
Before
Above
Sudan,
Congo.
the Central African Republic.
You have Libya?
Let me bring the map up. Let me bring the map up.
You have Ethiopia, you have Eritrea.
Before that,
Next to Congo, right? Or
above Congo. If you're going to Ethiopia from Congo, on the east, you got
Yes.
Kenya, you got Tanzania, Kenya, Uganda.
Rwanda. Yes. Rwanda.
Right? Yes. And when you come to the center now, you got Central African Republic. They had
Exactly,
they just had,
Central African Republic. Exactly.
yes. Yeah, you have to
Sudan.
have that. Just below Sudan is Central African Republic. That
Exactly.
Central African Republic And a piece of the Sudan, which is the South Sudan, is the land of Gad and Reuben. That's the land of Gad and Reuben. So from Kenya in the east, all the way over to Senegambia in the west, that is the borders of the northern kingdom of what they call the northern kingdom of the children of Israel. It's not in that fake land. That is where the north, the end of the northern kingdom. So those people living in Ghana, Nigeria, Benin, Sierra Leone, all of them people living in the northern kingdom of the children of Israel. If you want to, let's use that name for understanding. You understand? That is below the desert, Sarah and Abraham, Africa. You see, Haran is the father of Abraham, of Sarah. Haran had 4 children: Sarah, Milcah, Ishka, and Lot. So Lot is Sarah's brother. The father is Haran, Abraham's brother. Haran is Haran, Nahor, and Abraham. That is the 3 children of Terah. Genesis chapter 10. All right. So when Abraham wanted a wife, he took Haran's daughter, which is Sarah. And then when Nahor wanted a wife, he took Haran's daughter, which is Milcah. So two sisters married 2 brothers. Because the father died, Sarah took Lot, and Milcah took Ishka. So what the nations did, so to hide the land of Abraham, they called it Sarah and Haran, or father, Africa, not Sarah and Abraham. Because if they say Sarah and Abraham, we pick it out. Are you seeing that?
Yes, I'm listening.
Right. So here we are now. Here we are. There's a feedback there. Somebody talking?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let me go to my room. My mom took now her phone, but go ahead.
Okay. So you got Abraham and Sarah that were commanded to leave the father's house. He said, "Get thee out from your father's house and from among your kindred. Come to a land that I will show you, a land flowing with milk and honey."
And honey. Hallelujah.
And so here is Abraham and Sarah coming to this land. Now the Sarah's name is barren, the desert. That's her name. The barren land, the desert land. So Sarah and Abraham is leaving the barren desert land to come into the new land of Abraham and Sarah, which the nations call Sarah and Haran, her father. They didn't put Abraham there. You see the game with the play?
Brother Elder Robert.
This is the game with the play, right? So what happened to Haran? Haran, he died in Ur of the Chaldees, which is right behind the desert.
Sub-Saharan, right?
Yes, the Sarah and Haran.
Hallelujah.
Is it no? Just imagine you in a room, right? And when you reasoning this thing out, you lay like a voice is telling you this, guiding you into this thing. However, I would have never thought that Sub-Saharan is Sarah and Abraham, Sarah and Haran.
Wow.
But Haran died in the land of his nativity, in Ur of the Chaldees, which is that same desert there. You see, there was a flood. Let me go back on that. When he called Abraham out of the land, it was because the land there was very violent. You had the children of Sumer behind there. This is Mesopotamia. This is Ur of the Chaldees. It is not in that Iraq, where the fake people put it. They know it's there.
This is also Brother Truth Unveiled also made a very, very wonderful video about that.
on
About the place, the brother Truth Unveiled.
yeah.
He made a
I saw
wonderful
his
video.
videos.
Yes.
He did a video that spurred me on when he said when he found Damascus, because I am looking for Damascus. I found this place. I can reason this place out from, if you leave South Africa, like Jacob did, Jacobi, when he was coming to get his wife. When he get to Kenya, not long after that, he was talking to people at a well who knew Laban. He didn't leave the continent. You see? So Laban must be there. So when you hear Mount Piran is Haran. They put a P on it. Is the land of Haran. So when Jacob got there, or Jacobi, he asked the people if they know Laban and so on. And they say, yeah, we know Laban and Bethuel and all of them and so on. So he didn't even meet Ethiopia. When you read the book, he didn't even meet Ethiopia when he's having this kind of conversation. So this land had to be there. So what Truth Unveiled did, he found Damascus, Damisak. Damisak is sitting on the borders of Nigeria, at the back of Nigeria.
Interesting.
Why is it called Damisak? It is the capital of Syria, isn't it? Damascus is the capital of Syria in the fake land right now. Watch what the fake people do. You know who's the fake people, right? Don't let me have to call them here, right? Strong's Concordance, H 758. They changed the name of the fifth son of Shem. That's where Shem was living at the back there. That's the same desert. They changed his son, the name of Aram, to Syria in the Strongs. So when you read Syria now, you looking in the fake land. But Syria is Aram. Syria's capital is Damisak. So when Truth Unveiled did Damisak, I said, okay, I don't need no more help anymore. I got this. Because so I go in the book, right? I go in the book and say, if this is Damisak, this is the capital of Syria. This is Aram, the fifth son of Shem, who had his name changed in the Strong's Concordance using Strong's H 758. Then let's see what they do to his next
the Blue Letter
brother.
Bible, right?
Huh?
In the Blue Letter Bible.
Blue Letter Bible. Yeah, you get the Strongs. So let me look and see what it did to the second son of Shem. His name is Ashur.
Exactly. I'm just listening. Exactly.
No, Ashur.
Exactly, my brother. Exactly.
Ashur's name, they changed Ashur's name. They changed it using
North
Strong's
Africa,
H804.
West North Africa.
Say that again.
It's in Northwest Africa, the normal location. They took it to Asia, brother.
Yep.
Brother. Since I'm awoken, I knew all this. You know, I have maps. In maps, I'm very strong in that. But very nice. Go ahead, brother. I'm listening.
Yeah. So Strong's H804.
Hallelujah.
They changed the name of the second son of Shem.
Let me just show one map, my elder.
Go on.
Share the screen. I think you will see the screen now. Okay. I think here. Can you see that?
I can. I'm bringing it up on my big screen. I've got it up on my big screen now.
Can you see Ashur?
Yep. Okay. No, you wait for this one. Wait for this one. Where's my pointing stick? Oh, let me get my stick. You can see me, right? You can see my pointer?
Yes.
Can you see my stick? You can't see my stick. Let me turn my camera around.
Okay, let me check. What do you want to do?
I'm gonna put my you can't see my stick.
So do you want to see the map again?
Put the map. I want the map.
Okay, here's the map.
I need the map. That map is good. You see Ashur, right? You see this
Yes.
Ashur here?
Yes.
No. His name was changed. Ashur changed to Assyria.
Exactly.
Strong's H804. So when you read the Assyrian Empire, that the northern kingdom, this is the northern kingdom. You see you got it there? This northern kingdom here went into Assyrian captivity. It's family story. Because his name was changed to Assyria. So when you read in the Bible about Assyria, Tiglath-Pileser and all of these people come down and they went into Judah and all of this thing. This is the son of Shem, the second son of Shem. His name was changed to Assyria.
Wow.
You see? And then in the middle, Arphaxad is there, yeah? Arphaxad, the father of Abraham. Right? Now, Arphaxad, his first son is Selah. Selah's land is in the middle of Algeria. The Arabs call it Insela. It's in the middle of Algeria. Now, what are these people doing on Africa? The northern kingdom is there. All the children of Shem are there. Elam is there. Ashur is there. Arphaxad is there. Eber is there. He's sitting directly behind where Ghana is today. That's why you get them talking about Ivrit. They get the where they made the word Hebrew, they use the name of Eber. You see? Eber's name, the fifth grandfather of Abraham.
This is also what is written on those European books. They use the word Iba there.
Yes, they got to use it. That is the word the fake people use to make the word Hebrew. They don't want to say Ibu because Ibu is going to put them in Nigeria.
Exactly.
They want to create a language of their own. You see? So the language that they created, they use the name Eber to make the language ancient. You see? Because Aram is the father of the Amharic writing, which give way to all the Bantu languages. See, the Bantu languages are fused together. You can, if you know a bit of Swahili, then you know a bit of Swana, you know a bit of Ibu, you know a bit of Kikongo, because you can go from one word to the next in these languages. You see? So those languages were fused together. Similar. Yes, but here what they confuse us with. He confused the language in Shinar, the Tower of Babel. They were confused, but the Bantu languages were fused together. So if the nations let the children that were taken off the continent know that they are Bantus, then they will know that language. That's why they took the language away. They beat it out, because if you keep that language, then you're going to see the link. So they took us off the continent, break the language out of us. Now I only know English. But because I lived in Botswana, I can relate to some of the languages. So right away I began to understand that these languages are fused together. Because in Xhosa, in Swana, there are similar words. In Zulu, there are similar words that can be transferred. So now, I'm giving you so much in one go. So much in one go. Now,
this is how it is here in this channel. You have to go.
Here we come. Let me go back. Let's back up. Here we come from Ramses.
Mm-hmm.
We come from Ramses to Sukkot in the Sudan. Next to Sukkot, we get Mara, the bitter water. You remember the story of Mara, the bitter water, that they couldn't drink the water because of bitter? Here is the whole range of Mara mountains in the Sudan. All the Mara mountains are still in the Sudan. How did the children end up crossing some Red Sea? There didn't be nowhere near no Red Sea at all.
Do you want to see the map?
There'd be nowhere near the Red Sea.
I have all the map about it. It's impossible, bro. It's impossible. It's
Here what happened.
impossible, because
It's
that
the
what we,
same spirit.
exactly, that what we preach must be proved scientifically. It is
Yeah.
impossible.
Watch this, watch this, watch this. So we come down from Ramses to Sukkot, we end up with Mara, water bitter. So we got to cross, because we're going to West Africa now, we got to cross the river Nile.
Hallelujah.
Where the two rivers meet together, the White and the Blue Nile, there's a falls, a waterfalls. So you get yam. You get yam, noise, the rushing of the water. This is where they get yam soup from. So you get the noise of the rushing, that's yam. And just on the west of those two Nile rivers there is a land called Yam. So they cross the river and they went between the two Niles. So that Fort Jabbok is on the west and on the east is Shinar. Shinar. You know that place? The Tower of Babel, where Nimrod found this place in the plains and he built this city called Babel, and he was building the tower. What is Shinar? In the fake people language, Shinar is Sinar on the map, is Shinar, and it is Sena. When you take the R off, it's Sena. So when the Lembe people said they come from Babylon, which is on the Nile River, just below Egypt, and they pass Sena, they're into Sudan. Evidence. The Sena plant. Sena. You know the Sena plant? I can't get to use my screen. That's why I wanted it there. I'll show you Sena leaf, Sena pod, Sena. That's the name of the place. They name it according to the trees that were growing there, Sena. The fake people tell them that they come from Sena in Yemen because they escaped from fake Jerusalem. And they go to a fake place in Yemen before they cross over the Red Sea again. So they needed that miracle because the only thing they know people are going to fall for is this miracle of the Red Sea. So they located there. So now here comes the Lembe. He said he crossed by Yemen. He didn't cross no Yemen. The Lembe was on the Nile River from Babylon. Egypt by the Mediterranean Sea, and the other Egypt, which is the land of Cush, where Nimrod was building his place, where is Sena, just in the location where Babylon is. Babylon is before you get to Egypt. It's on the old maps as well. So here is Sena. Opposite Sena is Fort Jabbok. The land of Gad and Reuben starts from Fort Jabbok coming down. So he now end up in the Central Republic of the Congo, and piece of the end of Sudan, the South Sudan, and piece of going over to Uganda. That is the land of Gad and Reuben. Now, if that is the end of Gad and Reuben, all them, when you're going back now to West Africa, those are the other locations, and I'm going to plot every one of them out. That is the task I have. There is a location of the other 10 tribes that were in the north. So we have come for 2 so far. The other 8 is along there. So Ghana is one because we found Akan. You know the Akan tribe?
Yes, of course.
Akan. He is a Ghanaian, but he is from the tribe of Judah. You remember Joshua get him when he stole the Babylonian garment? You remember that story?
I remember.
Right. So now here is Akan. He's sitting in Nigeria, in Ghana. How did he get there? He ran from the southern kingdom. When Jerusalem, it was being destroyed by the Romans and the Greeks. The Greeks were living in Greco-land in South Africa. And the Romans were there as well. That's where they murdered the Messiah. Not in the fake land. He was murdered on the continent. You see? And then they made a person to replace him, the picture painted by Michelangelo. And then they call him the Messiah.
The fake Jesus.
The fake. He never left the canvas, you know. He was painted there, stayed on the canvas, but implanted into our minds. And then we begin to sing songs like, oh, take the whole world, but give me Jesus. Yeah, that's what we give us. That's where we get it from. Take the whole world. You can take all of Abraham's land. Just give us Jesus. And then some of our women even say they're married to Jesus. Jesus never left the canvas on which Michelangelo painted him. He still sits there in the Vatican. Mm-hmm. But they get that into our minds. So now, when we wake up, we're going to have some hurdles to cross. One of the hurdles, we're going to know from inside of us that image of Jesus, or JC, as I prefer to call him, that he can't be our savior. And we are now going to try to make that image black. But he is white. Leave him alone. That's a hurdle we need to cross. Okay, JC is white. Leave him. Then whose word was JC using? JC was now using the word of the black Messiah that's walking on African soil. Those are the words they attributed to JC. Mm-hmm. You see? And what did JC? One of the things that they said JC said, the commandments have been nailed to his cross. The commandments of the Most High is done away with because they can't keep it. If they only keep that commandment, it's going to come back to haunt them in the end. So they say, let's finish off with this commandment. Let's just keep this JC story going. Now, in when Abraham left his father's house behind Burkina Faso, the land of Tira, and if somebody Google it, they can find it. Just type in T-E-R-A, drop the H. That's what the fake people do. They put the H on lots of the Bantu words when they want to steal them. H for Hebrew, drop a H on it and it's a whole word. You don't change it in the sound. H, T-E-R-A, Tira, T-E-R-A. H is still Tira. You can't get nothing else out of it. You see? And that's what they've been doing in the Strong's Concordance, stealing the Bantu languages and changing them. So Abraham leaves Ur of Chaldees, Mesopotamia, which is the area of Sarah's desert. All right? And then they come down. I should tell you first why they left the desert. Let me back up a little. They left, the Most High called them out of that location because he was going to put judgment there. He judged the place, so you get, like the flood of water, you get a flood of sand. If you do any research on the Sarah's desert, it is estimated that it's about 180 feet of sand that place was covered into. So that was a second flood. First, the flood of water, then the flood of sand there, then the flood of ice in Antarctica. We're going to go there next time, right? So that's why they're finding the giants now. They're finding long skeletons of all kinds of stuff under the ice, frozen, because that's the third flood, the flood of ice. The last one is the flood of fire. That is the one to come. That's the one they dread. That's why they're doing COVID right now. Because there's no more hope. This is finished. Their kingdom has come to an end. They know it. And so what they have to do now, if they can murder the Bantus, get rid of the Bantus, then they can get the Holy Kingdom. That's what they're hoping. And that's what one of the things the Messiah was saying. I call him Masindisi. Why I do that, I use a closer language of South Africa. And in that language, Masindisi means savior. All right? Now, why I use it as well is because he, the Messiah, was using lots of closer words as well. All right? It's a Bantu language. You'd find similar words in other Bantu languages as well. When they were murdering him, he said, Eli, Eli, lama sabachthani. Eli, in the closer dialect, Eli, Eli means this is for the assembly of the Sabbath, or those who keep the Sabbath. Eli, Eli, lama sabachthani. The wicked fake people said he was crying for the Most High. And the Most High was so helpless that he couldn't come and help him. So he was saying, my God, why hast thou forsaken me? And he told us that he's never left alone. The Father is always with him. He said that. So we knew that they were lying. But they teach us to read. And so we think and believe what they were saying to us. But now we stop. So that's a hurdle. We got to jump over the hurdle of JC, jump over the hurdle of the fake Hebrew language. It's fake. Then we get to jump over fake Jerusalem. And then we get to see what it was before them. Then you'd realize that they stole the Bantu scrolls from a place called Kumka, King Williamstown in South Africa. That is in the eastern province. All right? And they took it to the fake land and call it Dead Sea Scrolls. That is Bantu scrolls they're looking at. And in there now, you got this thing that they're keeping private and secret to themselves. You can't get to see nothing in these scrolls because nothing in the scroll is what they say. Nothing there. That's why they have to keep it as a mystery.
They almost took every name and every river names and everything what they can take and took it to the Middle East. This is what they have done.
You touched that now, so I'll come on it. That's another thing I asked him. I said, show me what they did. And he said, look, they picked up sub-Saharan Africa, reduce it, and lift it and plant it over in the Negev, in a little piece of land. So now, all them places in the north, like you show me Ashur land, the land of Ashur, he's now gone tilling by Turkey side. He gone by Iraq. And then you got Gaza. Gaza is in Mozambique. So now Gaza is on the Indian Ocean. So they pick Gaza up from there and put Gaza on the Mediterranean Sea because it got to be on the seaside. And now, who used to live in Gaza? The Philistines. And who they put in Gaza over there? The Palestinians, the Palestinians. Those are Arabs. These were not Arabs. You see? So they replicate. They took Jordan River. Jordan River still runs outside of Lesotho right now. Today, Jordan still is running outside of Lesotho. What did they do with Jordan? They hide it in a reservation. And I just wish that I could have been able to use my phone in a manner which I can show you into Google Maps and open up Jordan River. Truth Unveiled did it as well. See, what he did, he gave me the skeleton. And I go in the book now and I put the meat on it. Because it is so clear that when the sea level in South Africa compared with Egypt, South Africa is higher than Egypt. So when you talk about South Africa, if you're in South Africa and you're talking about Egypt, you got to say, I'm going down to Egypt. And if you're in Egypt and you're coming to South Africa, you got to say you're going up because you actually know the physical place. So when the people were doing the mistranslation and the plagiarizing of the Bantu scrolls, they did not pay attention to that. So the forensic mind is what we see it, you see? And so when I read and Abraham, Genesis chapter 13, verse 1, Abraham took Sarah and Lot and they went up. Up. As soon as you say up, you know where they're going. When Moses sent the 12 spies, he said, get thee up. Because they're going South Africa, up.
Do you want me to pop up some some other maps?
Put up there. Let me see that.
Okay, let us go to the first map about the 40 years of 40 years of wandering, right?
In the desert of Seth.
Exactly. Okay, it's coming. Today is your day. I won't say anything, but you're very well.
I enjoy this, man.
Building. Let me show you this building. What do you say about this building here?
Oh, this is on the continent. Is that great Zimbabwe? There one there.
Yes.
I just did the land of Ophir, and I find
you can see the architecture of those people that say they are, in Mesopotamia down today, and you can see the architecture of our people, like in Angola.
It's the same thing. It's the same people. It's the same family. It's only like two families. Well, Yep. This is how we always did it.
Here. So now for you, I have that said because someone said, "Oh no, they didn't cross the river. They didn't cross the.
Never,
They
never, never
didn't do
cross.
the-"
There's nothing to go there for.
It is, here when Moses said to Aaron, "Take the rod, stretch out thine hand upon the waters of Egypt, upon their streams, upon their rivers, and upon their ponds, and upon all their pools of water,
Yep.
and they may become blood, and that there may be blood throughout all the land Egypt." So they passed here, the Nile River.
Yeah. Look.
They didn't go here to the Red Sea or whatever to do what?
Never did that. They never did that. They needed that to fake it and want it to be in a miracle. So you would think about the miracle and not the reality and the practicality. That's what they did. Now, for
This
example,
revelation is also very
you
nice.
see Gihon.
Afterward,
You see the river Gihon.
Yes.
Now, the river Gihon. Now, it's simple logics. If they got one river from the Genesis, from the Garden of Eden story, if they got one river found in Africa, all them other four got to be there. And so Gihon is the river Nile. So if this river, one river that watered the whole of Ethiopia is Africa. If they go one river that watered in Ethiopia, by logics, mathematics, the rest got to be there because this river there can't run till over to Iraq in the fake land over there. This is on Africa.
We rebuilt the outer wall of the city of David west of the Gihon.
Yeah, it is west of the Gihon.
Okay, in the valley as far as the entrance of the fish gate and nicely the hill of Ophel, and he also made it much higher. He stationed military commanders in all the fortified cities of Judah.
Yep. Judah is that southern kingdom at the bottom there.
Yes.
South Africa, Namibia, Botswana. The walls of Zion run from Namibia, but piece of Angola, Botswana, Zimbabwe, Zambia, and it takes in, come back down to South Africa. It takes in AI. AI is Swaziland.
Look at
the
Asian photos of Jesus, and look at how our people's photos, was painted, how our forefathers wear the clothing. Even now, today, the traditional clothing in Ghana and all over.
Yeah.
Wonderful,
Yeah, you see, they made a mistake. The mistake is that they've translated the Bantu culture, the Bible, and now that book is come to haunt them. I'm going to come to that map just now. Keep them up. Yeah? They've translated the Bantu culture, and now that Bantu culture is coming to haunt them. They want to call Abraham their father. They were there in the book of John chapter 8. They were a group trying to do the same thing. The fake people call him Avraham in the fake language. And then the Muslim call him Ibrahim. Right?
He is the map for the Sahara, because people say that we went to this, we went here to 40 years in this desert here.
Look, my brother, you go back to point back to them, the fake land. Put your cursor back at the fake land. Look at the size of that fake land to this holy land. Please, land flowing with milk and honey, where it drinks up the rain. There is no rain there to drink.
Horrible.
And you know what they did? When they were doing their maps, they put footprint.
Here it is,
to show you that little spot there, that the Most High is so mean to the Bantu. He's so mean. They took a land that 16 million people could fit in, maybe. But the Bantu is not 16 million. The Bantu is numberless like the sand of the seashore, like the stars of the heaven. The Bantus can't fit in that thing.
Hallelujah.
you know, and you know, it's so much, it's so much that they have done, and it's so interesting that. But you know what's happening now? It is because we are at the end, and the Most High, as I call his name in the closer dialect, Sunini Nanini, which means I am that I am. The Most High is pouring out his spirit upon his children. The Roman Catholic Church extended it to say upon all the flesh of his children, not the whole world. See, they universalize it. Say, God so loved the world, whosoever will, because they needed to be included. But this story is a Bantu story.
Respected elder, we because you're a special guest today, we want we want now at last the nuclear to bring the nuclear bomb. You have also a little project, a little idea that you have for us diasporan. Tell us a little bit more about you as a diasporan, where you come from, and what ideas you have for our people, for the Bantu community.
Okay.
Hallelujah.
Yeah. I originated from Guyana, South America. My mother's ancestors were taken as slaves from Sierra Leone. So I know that much of the history. And my DNA proves exactly that. Southern Bantu as well. Now, I come from Guyana, and then I was teaching in Botswana. So I lived on the continent for a while. I visited Gambia, Morocco, passed through Kenya. I went to Zambia, South Africa plenty times. Yeah, so I pretty much got the geography in my head because I like the maps. I used to work in geology and mines, and that's what led me to once they decided it was maps, and that's what he used. That's what the Most High used, maps, to bring me into this thing. You see, because while I was at Bible school, I went to Assemblies of God Bible School. Was the best graduating student. All of this kind of thing that they put on you, you know. And then I did ask the pastor then, who are the real people? Who are these people in this Bible? And he said, the people in the land of Israel is the Jews. They are the chosen people. And I said, then who are the rest of the people? And he said that the rest of the people is called Gentiles. I said, but pastor, no, I was just 16 plus. They didn't even want to let me into their Bible school because I was too young.
Give me 1 minute. You have to ask if they say they are Judah. Then you have to ask him where are the other 12 tribes.
Yeah. Well, they've gone farther than that now. They've gone farther now. They said that 8 of the tribes were black. This is this man, Shapiro, Ishak Shapiro, where he named. He said 8, or Misa, or one of them. He said that 8 of the tribes were black, and they are Judah, you know. Now, to be Judah, no, I'm going off from the introduction now. To be Judah, you've got to got the DNA of Abraham. To be Judah, you got to be Bantu. You don't get Judah because you change the name, a word from Jacobi. You change Jacobi to Israel, right? You change the word Jacobi to Israel. Look in the scriptures, you will see after that so-called name change by this angel, yeah? Every time the Most High spoke to Jacobi, he called him by his Swana name. Jacobi is Swana, is Bantu. Isweo is Swana. The two of them were named in the Bantu language on the continent. So you can't be Judah unless the DNA is carrying it. So how come me gonna be Judah and you gonna be Judah too? It's not possible. We got the same blood.
These people are Judah without having one lion in their country, man. So
I tell you. You know, it's a sweet story. The sweet story is Noah's story. Here is it, Noah, take these animals, 2 unclean, and 7 clean, and you take them in this ark, right? And when you go up in the water, and the ark land, this ark land till up in Turkey. Yeah, Mount Ararat, according to them. Yeah, the land till in Turkey. And all of them animals run back for Africa. All the animals run out to come back, all of them still in Africa again. They run away from Turkey and come back home. That's where they came from. That's the garden where they were. That's the garden in which they were made. They come back home. Oh, you go there, you see the lion, the giraffe, everything is back on the land. Show me these things in Turkey.
So the gazelle.
Look, the jackal still running in Jerusalem right now. The black-backed jackal still runs in Jerusalem.
Brother,
where the temple stood.
The thing is very clear. This is Mount Seir. Edom went there to intermarry with the Horites to finish them off, and then to become, to multiply himself there in the mountains and the Mount Seir. These are the people that call themselves today Jewish and whatever, you know. Okay, so you know, it's like, you know, they do not understand that they copied, you know, everything that belongs to us that doesn't belong to them, and they have to be very careful, because what do you say about salvation for the Gentiles?
Let me tell you a little story before that. A little story before that.
This is so you see, because this kind of ignorance, what the nation show, I don't know if there is an excuse for that, you know. And everything what they have done must be paid back double cup. WWE.
It will. They are so afraid that when people find out who they really are, what's going to happen? Look, you see those children there that took those Arab lands in 1948, that said God gave them that land. Yeah? Those are Cain's children. Those are the children of Cain. I know that's going to be shocking. That is the direct seed of Cain. Revelation 2:9 and 3:9 says, I know the blasphemy, the hypocrisy, many tekeli, the hypocrisy of those. 100%. That's why when he saw them working with Herod, which is the brother of Esau, the Edomite, when they were working, they were the scientists behind the throne of Herod. They were working with the Greeks and the Romans. And when he saw them, the Messiah said, woe unto you, scribes and Pharisees, hypocrites. The word hypocrite is the closer word, many. The same word that he wrote on the wall in the palace of Nebuchadnezzar. Many tekele you fancy. Disgusting hypocrite, transgressor. Tonight your kingdom is numbered and divided and given to the Medes and the Persians. Only Daniel, the closest speaking man, the Bantu man, could have read the handwriting. Now,
Elder Robert, we're gonna talk about more about all this. Just give us 5 minutes of the. I know that you made a private Zoom, but you
okay. I know what you're talking about now.
Exactly. Yeah. You don't have to explain everything, but explain us a little bit, because you said very clear people in Ghana today are selling a lot of land, and this costs a lot, and you had another vision that the Most High gave you.
Yeah, it's unfortunate that it's happening like that in Ghana. It's happening like that in the Gambia, where people from the diaspora want to go home. Yeah, they want to go home. I'm not going to call the name of the country I'm talking about, because I don't need to open that. But people need to go home in dignity. Now, these are the children of Abraham. And what has happened is that with this awakening, a lot of people run back to the continent without the knowledge of the awakening. And so they got back there probably to make money and so on. But there are people in the diaspora just want to go home. They don't want to make money. They just want to go home and live. And so my vision for it was, we need to go home in dignity. We don't need to buy land. But what we can do is that in place of buying land, we're going to carry home a piece of equipment to support our life. All right? And that piece of equipment could be in the form of maybe a toilet paper machine or toothpick making factory or something, so that we can create employment. And in exchange for the piece of land that was given to us, we will employ people in those factories. And so there was a kind gesture returned to us to support that idea. So this group say, look, we're going to give you some land. Yes, you bring those things. We're going to give you land for house. We give you farm. You come. We're going to like be part of the community. Like if you adopt us, we give you some skills that we bring from the West. You give us some skills that you got your language, your culture that we left in the past. You give us back that, and it's kind of an exchange. I can't call the name of the country because you know, it's
No problem.
for me to do that. Yeah, so people can get to go home in that dignity, go back to the land as children of Abraham. But that is the message. And you know, I'm gonna make a statement here. Up until the African, the sub-Sahara or sub-Abraham and Sarah's Africa recognize that Abraham's land, that the land belonged to Abraham, and that we in the diaspora, like our brothers on the continent, are children of Abraham. Every attempt to try to build Africa, as they're calling it, without Abraham involved and the children of Abraham, it'll never succeed. The West hoping that we will make that mistake. The mistake is leave Abraham out. Call it religion and leave him out. Abraham was not the father of religion. This was his normal life. And the danger of going to Africa as somebody from the diaspora.
Why does the most of our people bring religion to this awakening always? Like,
yeah, that's the problem.
Mixing things with religion. Do they not understand that religion brought us to this place where we are now?
Yes, that's what got us in this situation. So you got to leave. You got to know that Abraham was not a religious leader. He was never the father of three faiths: Islam, Judaism, and Christianity. Everything else except the Bantu. You see, because the Bantu is not a religion. The people on the continent in that land is not about religion. It's the Europeans plagiarized the culture and customs and made it into a religion. But Abraham know nothing about religion. Abraham just knew that when he wanted to talk to the Most High, he just talked to him and he answers him. Adam knows when he talked to the Most High, he answered. Rebecca knows when her belly was paining, she said, so Nini, what happening here? He said, my daughter, you got two nations in your womb. Two manner of people shall be separated from your bowels. You got a symbolic birth taking place there. And people transfer this thing now into a religion where you clap and sing, where you do a whole set of rituals and all kinds of stuff.
Like they did with Islam, like they did with Christianity, like they did with Buddhism.
Judaism.
Took all the things what they do and they put it together. Wow, now we have the religions born. You know.
Yeah. And they lock us down in religion.
We have a lot of work to do. We have a lot of work to do.
It's plenty work.
Yeah, and Elder Robert, thank you very much. Okay,
thank you.
And we will see you very soon.
Yeah.
Elder and Brother Robert, tell the Bantu family here your page, please, so that they can come.
Black Re-Education TV. Black Re-Education TV. And that's on Facebook. And it's also on YouTube. I'm going live straight after the show because I'm late for my show right now by 15 minutes. I'd have been playing music now anyhow.
Enter to Yaya Robert's show. Ask him, help him with his project. You know, work with him
all
together. And you all are welcome. You see, Bantu Truth, Bantu Truth, Bantu Truth. We have a lot of people they wanted to run away from us. Oh no! Come on, the truth stays the truth, even if it takes your clothes off. You know, believe in it because it's the truth.
You can't change. It's who we are. That's why they never wanted us to know who we are. That's why they made us Christians. They made us Muslims. They made us everything else except who we are.
Thank you very much, Bantu family.
You're welcome. You're welcome, my brother.
And I love you, brother. Nice. Elder Robert, do your job. You're always welcome in this channel.
Thank you very much.
I will see you soon, right?
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, Ingeta.
Okay.